Hey, what's going on, guys? It's No Shoes, and we're back with another one. And today we're going to be reacting to Your House from Hopsin. He just dropped this track a day or two ago. We're a little bit late on it, but I'm excited to check this out. Y'all know I'm a big Hopsin fan. Think you guys are as well. I've really been enjoying his music, and after seeing the Funk Volume podcast the other day, I'm excited to see what he's got coming out now that it seems like he's in a different place in his life. He said the tracks that he would be releasing now were going to reflect a darker time in his life. They were written during the period of time where he was feeling, just a different kind of way about himself and about the world. So let's see what Hop got to say, see what this track is all about. This is Your House. Let's get it. Okay. So we start out, dude's getting arrested. He's bent over the hood of the cop car. They're putting the cuffs on him. His girl's over there either yelling at him not to arrest him or they're arresting her too. Can't be quite sure yet. They ain't showing her hands or something, but we got that cop basically trying to restrain her. Some real, peaceful music, we'll say. Peaceful instrumental is what we'll go with for now. Let's see where it goes from here. Okay. Oh. So, and then we got their kid, I'm assuming, just watching all this go down, man. Imagine that, just seeing your dad bent over the hood of the car. You come out the house, your mom's screaming, trying to keep the cops from taking him away. That's gotta be crazy. Just look at that look in his eyes. Just, oh man, I can't imagine. Let's keep it going.
Man, I don't even know what happened. I was born inside of this shit. My fucking parents scrapping. I was mortified as a kid. Police always at my house, all because of my daddy's temper. Man, this shit been going on about as long as I can remember. He'd always...
Okay, so we're coming in. This about Hop and his family, how that relationship was, what kind of issues it caused. Talking about his parents scrapping, the cops coming because of his dad's temper, all that kind of stuff. Excuse me, guys. Let's bring it back a little bit. See what else he got to say.
Police always at my house, all because of my daddy's temper. Man, this shit been going on about as long as I can remember. He'd always blame my mom for the shit he didn't accomplish. I'd hide in the corner like a guinea pig in the process, just knowing he about to smack the fucking teeth out of mouth. It's like when it came to some type of drama, he got aroused. No joke, there was...
Man, he said he was about to smack the teeth out her mouth. That's crazy. And then the last thing we just heard is something about his dad getting aroused. Hold up. Let's bring this back. Even a little further, maybe.
Because of my daddy's temper, man, this shit been going on about as long as I can remember. He'd always blame my mom for the shit he didn't accomplish. I'd hide in the corner like a guinea pig in the process, just knowing he about to smack the fucking teeth out of mouth. It's like when it came to some type of drama, he got aroused. No joke.
It's like when it ever came to some type of drama, he got aroused. So the drama got his dad excited, brought him to life a little bit. Interesting.
Fucking teeth out of mouth. It's like when it came to some type of drama, he got aroused. No joke. There was the moments where dad would slowly be creeping up. I would jump in front of my mama. Please don't beat her up. I ain't never spoke on this shit. The memories are up. Smiles and hugs, that's just something you'll never see in us. You know the...
Okay, so man, hold up. He comes up to defend his mom. It looks like his dad's creeping up, about to do something. Hop ain't want to see that. And then his dad's giving him a toy and convince him that everything's fine, telling him to go play. Just, well, whatever it is about to go down, go down. Interesting. Let's bring it back a little bit.
Slowly be creeping up. I would jump in front of my mama. Please don't beat her up. I ain't never spoke on this shit. The memories are up. Smiles and hugs, that's just something you'll never see in us. You know the pain when your parents tell you to go and play. Then hours later, you see your mom and she got a swollen face. I hope you don't relate. I just learned how to cope today. From the days when I would pick up the phone and say, I gotta leave here now.
Man, he said, I hope you don't relate. Oh, man, that's crazy. I want to hear some of this again before I even talk about it. Let's hear this part again.
Something you'll never see in us. You know the pain when your parents tell you to go and play. Then hours later, you see your mom and she got a swollen face. I hope you don't relate. I just learned how to cope today. From the days when I would pick.
I hope you don't relate. I just learned how to cope today. I find that really interesting, especially after listening to the Funk Volume podcast, where Hop was talking about how, you know, he went through a lot of different therapists, different therapy methods, talking to different people, and how he's been learning to cope and overcome these, you know, demons that he has inside him, these things from his past that come up and still affect him. And it's interesting seeing him putting that into the song, where it's still reflecting a time where he was feeling differently, but he's also telling us, look, I'm kind of figuring it out now how to cope with this knowledge, how to cope with these events, but I still hope you can't relate because it was hard for him. That's real interesting. I like this a lot. Let's keep it going.
You got a swollen face. I hope you don't.
Not to mention, can't imagine coming back to that, man. You know, I'm sure a lot more people out there than you would like to think can relate to this, and that's horrible. But just imagine walking back to see your mom like that. That just make me sick to my stomach for real. But let's keep it going.
I just learned how to cope today. From the days when I would pick up the phone and say, I gotta leave here now. My mom and dad acting crazy and this ain't right. And they've been going back and forth all night. I wanna stay at your house tonight, cause I don't wanna hear my dad fighting mama no more. I don't wanna hear the police at the front door. Can I stay at your house? I wanna stay at your house tonight. Your house tonight. I would go to school.
Oh, so this is where the your house comes from. So when they'd fight like that, or before they'd fight like that, maybe he was just worried. Who knows exactly what the, you know, the cause of it is, you know, he'd call whoever. Maybe that was like a friend's mom or an aunt, or I don't really know. Whoever it was, he was calling them, just saying, I don't want to hear the police pulling up. I don't want to hear my parents fighting while I'm trying to sleep. They've been going at it all night. Can I sleep at your house tonight? Just trying to escape, trying to get out of that place, get away from that energy. You can't blame him, man. Let's see where it goes from here.
The police at the front door. Can I stay at your house? I wanna stay at your house tonight. Your house tonight. I would go to school feeling so frightened, yeah, I was scared. Not knowing if I'ma go home, finding my mama dead. Every other fucking day, Dad was always losing control. He was acting like a fucking ape running loose in our home. Man, ever since
said every day I went to school, I was scared. I didn't know if I was gonna come back home and find my mama dead. I don't even know what to say about that. That just is such a toxic environment to live in. One, for his mom, and then on the other half of it, just being a child going through that, not knowing any different, having that be almost like the normal to you, just being surrounded by it. That's got a weigh on your soul, man. Just seeing that's crazy to me. Let's keep it going. This is amazing.
If I'ma go home finding my mama dead. Every other fucking day, Dad was always losing control. He was acting like a fucking ape running loose in our home. Man, ever since I was born, they was pessimistic and torn. It's evident, but regardless, they never get a divorce. God, I wish they got around it, just checking into some counseling. We could have been a happy family inside our house again. I said again.
I wish they had got into some counseling. We could have been a happy family inside our house again. But he, like I was just saying, he said it was going on since he was a little kid. We see him fighting next to I don't even know what that's called. It's not a cradle. The thing that babies sleep in. I can't think of the word. Let me know in the comments down below. I'm having a brain fart right now, guys. But, you know, we saw him fighting next to the crib. The crib, that's it. Saw him fighting next to the crib. Well, you know, we assume baby Hopsin was in there. And, you know, him just saying, again, that bar he just had, if y'all went to some counseling, maybe we could have been a happy family again. That's wild. I think we could all use a little bit of counseling, a little bit of therapy, man. World probably be a much better place, but let's keep it going.
But regardless, they never get a divorce. God, I wish they got around it, just checking into some counseling. We could have been a happy family inside our house again. I said again as if we ever were. That's false. Shit I dealt with growing up will forever hurt. I'm lost. We were never.
Doesn't that hurt too, man? He said again, but we never were. That's just, I don't even know what to say. I kind of want to hear that little bit again. Here, we won't go back too far.
Happy family inside our house again. I said again as if we ever were. That's false. Shit I dealt with growing up will forever hurt. I'm lost. We were nothing like the families I used to see on the sitcoms. We were horrible with bonds. I can no longer sitcom. I would see that my friends had.
Man. So Hops over here as a kid watching these sitcoms and just seeing, you know, obviously they're TV shows and they're not real, but he's sitting there, tear run down his face, just watching it thinking, man, this couldn't be any different from the situation I'm living in. That's wild. Now we about to start talking about his friend's house. Let's see what he got to say.
We were nothing like the families I used to see on the sitcoms. We were horrible with bonds. I can no longer sitcom. I would see that my friends had a life at home that was peaceful. They were lovable people who didn't function like we do, or how I wish I could.
Man, so he receded to his friend's house because they were peaceful people, I guess. Let's bring it back a little bit. He's got some dope bars in here too. Got some nice bend rhymes, some dope rhyme schemes, and the cadence is sick.
Sitcom. I would see that my friends had a life at home that was peaceful. They were lovable people who didn't function like we do, or how I wish I could redo the pain of the wicked days when I'd pick up the telephone, call a friend and say, I gotta leave here now.
Okay.
My mom and dad acting crazy and this ain't right. And they've been going back and forth all night. I wanna stay at your house tonight, cause I don't wanna hear my dad fighting mama no more. I don't wanna hear the police at the front door. Can I stay at your house? I wanna stay at your house tonight. Your house tonight. I ain't placing the blame.
So we found out now he's calling his friend, asking if he can stay at their house tonight because the cops, the fighting, all that kind of stuff just going on all the time. Let's see what else he got to say about it.
Your house tonight, your house tonight. I ain't placing the blame, saying it's mom and dad's fault, but all those traumas I had stuck with me as an adult, and it ignited these mad thoughts that I seem to have often. Yeah, that's Hopsin. Music is where my last straw went. Now I'm devoted to always give you my
Okay, so he's saying, look, I'm not trying to blame my mom and dad, say it was all their fault, but these traumas lasted with me till I was an adult. Coming back again to that theme of, you know, this stuck with him his whole life and was something that affected him until he was much older. And, you know, maybe still affects him on a certain level that he's just learned how to cope with over the years and is getting better at, you know, just like we all are. We're all trying to improve a little bit at a time, one day at a time. That's what I like to say. But this is dope. This is amazing.
With me as an adult, and it ignited these mad thoughts that I seem to have often. Yeah, that's Hopsin. Music is where my last straw went. Now I'm devoted to always give you my true life. The love I never felt growing up, I get it from you guys. Please don't get it twisted. I love both my parents to death. I just think there's issues a lot of fucking parents neglect. We all got these traumas we
Hold up. So now it sounds like Hop's talking to us, as, you know, the fans, the people who've been supporting him for years now, the people who've been, you know, jumping in on his journey, watching him grow, watching everything he's been through. And, you know, we're giving him the love that, you know, he wanted from somebody. And It's interesting. I'm blown away, y'all. Like I'm about like half a step away from speechless, just trying to figure out what to say, just because he's explaining everything so well. Let's keep it going though.
For felt growing up, I get it from you guys. Please don't get it twisted. I love both my parents to death. I just think there's issues a lot of fucking parents neglect. We all got these traumas we carry, and sometimes it's scary because we bury the nest right there in our chest, and we subconsciously air and project the nightmares and the stress that we dealt with when we were younger. And that's why therapy's best. Listen, if you got kids, if you're grown and you throwing...
Interesting. Hold up. So he's basically talking, we all got issues from when we were younger, things going on. This is actually a song, one, about his life, but two, about him really encouraging people to go get their own therapy, go get their own help, do what they need to do to get their mind state, their mental health right. Wow. I love this. This is an amazing song to hear from Hopsin as like his jumping back into music, man. I cannot wait to see what else he's got coming. But this is beautiful.
Right there in our chest, and we subconsciously air and project the nightmares and the stress that we dealt with when we were younger. And that's why therapy's best. Listen, if you got kids of your own and you throwing tantrums, don't be oblivious and assume that it won't impact them. Children follow the protocol of the parents' blueprint, so when there's an issue, they might handle it just how you did.
Ooh. Kids follow the protocol of the parents' blueprint, so when it comes upon them, they might just do what you did. Wow. This is deep, man. We just reacted to Did Your Best from Nova, and now we're jumping in. I mean, we're almost done with this song. We got a little bit left, but two crazy songs, and both so deep and on different family-related topics. It's just so crazy. The emotion and the thought put into this, and just how well he's able to explain what's going on in his head and what went on in that time. Let's keep it going.
Call of the parents' blueprint, so when there's an issue, they might handle it just how you did. I gotta leave here now. My mom and dad acting crazy, and this ain't right. And they've been going back and forth all night. I wanna stay at your house tonight, cause I don't wanna hear my dad fighting mama no more. I don't wanna hear the police at the front door. Can I stay at your house? I wanna stay at your house tonight, your house tonight.
Okay. So now we have Hopsin as the dad, his kid, and his wife over there, and the same thing going on. Just like you said, you follow the blueprint that you know, and you handle things the way you saw your parents handle them. And actually, Andy's wearing the beater and everything just like the dad was earlier in the video. And wow, just the parallel they're drawing here is crazy. And I don't want to speak on it too much, because I don't know if this is just Hopsin kind of showing a creative representation of what could happen, or if this is actual events from his life as well that he has gotten past at this point. But regardless, just amazing the way they kind of transformed this song from about his childhood to now him being in the position where he's the adult and has to figure out whether that blueprint works for him or not. And obviously it doesn't, but let's keep it going.
Your house tonight, your house tonight.
And now they pulling off with him, the mom and the kid just waiting there. This is real interesting, man. I think this might be the end of the track, but looks like we got a little bit of video left to kind of explain the rest. Okay. Somebody's throwing bricks at the wall, knocking the pictures down. Or maybe that's Hop knocking down that old programming inside his own head so he can move forward. Wow. What does that say? I can't read that. I can't read it upside down either. Let's see. Wow. That was crazy. I really enjoyed that, guys. So that's Your House from Hopsin. It's his most recent track. I was so excited to see it. I'm glad we finally got to check it out together. This was a couple days late, like I said, but I hope you guys still enjoyed. If you did, hit that like button. Leave me a comment down below with some suggestions as well. Hit that subscribe button if you want to see more videos like this. Hit that bell so you can get notified every time I drop a new one. And take a look in the description down below where you'll find the No Shoes Gang merch as well as my affiliate links. Grab something from there. You'll be supporting me directly, so I really do appreciate it. And thank you to everybody in the No Shoes Gang, everybody watching these videos, and I will see you all next time.